As if we needed more fighting.
As if we
Don't you
needed
see
more
how scared
fighting here.
everyone is?
Don't you
Why
see
did
how
you come?
scared everyone is?
What do you wish of me? We are hardly alone, so privacy is not an option. It is your question, however. Ask what you will.
What do you need? Ask away.
If you seek refuge in the Chantry, there's simply no room left. We turn none aside, but we simply don't have room for anyone to sleep. Priests are within if you seek to offer devotion to the Maker, however. May he protect us all. The revered Mother runs the Chantry itself, and Sir Bryant heads the Templars stationed here. Were? Did you drive them off? Well, Sir Bryant will appreciate that. Not since Tairn Loghain passed by with his army. It's a shame about the king. But with the Darkspawn coming, few can think of anything else. Make her watch over you.
Please, we
brought my
came
family
here
to
get
Lothering
My
away
family to
from
Lothering
the
because I thought it would be
Light
safe.
has truly come,
Please,
and the
we
king is
came
dead.
here to get away from the fighting.
There's word of Darkspawn
Are
striking.
you here to see the Reverend Mother too? In her office arranging for everyone to leave, I suppose. I don't think she's with anyone right now. I came to ask for a blessing. With my family abandoning the farm to flee north, we'll need all the grace the Maker can offer. Well, good luck to you. I need to get underway. If I'm lucky, I'll make it back to the farmhold by nightfall.
We are the only hope of protection this village has now, and I will not abandon them. That is all. May the Maker have mercy on us.
As you wish.
Please,
I brought my
we
family to
came here
Lothering
get
because I
away
wanted
from the
spoke.
Chant of light scattered in the dark.
Accurate likeness of
Word
Andraste.
dispelled,
I'm
fear
sorry, I
in
cannot talk now. I must feed the holy brazier to ensure the flame never dies. It represents the flames that burned Andraste herself. Do you know the tale? The prophet was burned in the ancient city of Minrathous, before the ancient mages she had fought. Instead of dying in pain as the mages wanted, she was purified by the fire and taken by the Maker into the heavens to stand forever at his side. We are all sinners. The fire symbolizes our hope that forgiveness is possible. Thus, we all serve by feeding its flames. Don't be ridiculous. It is a symbol and not meant to be taken literally. Now go and leave me to my task.
Let those who cry out from the shadows be comforted. Let those who seek redemption be delivered. Let those who have sinned be
I'm
forgiven.
scared.
I'm sorry.
When are we going
I
to
I brought my
prepare the
family to
Chantry's
Lothering
vestments
because I
before
thought
we
it would be
leave?
safe.
There's very little time.
This should be easy enough. I shall do it.
Then shall the Maker return to the Black City in heaven. And
Don't suppose you're looking to buy something? All right.
Mother, where are you? Have you seen my mother? She's really tall, and she has red hair. We live on a big farmhold, all of us. Some mean men with swords came, and Mother told me to run to the village as fast as I could, so I did. She said she'd be right behind me. I'm waiting, and I can't see her. He went with William to the neighbours yesterday, but he didn't come back. Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I'm supposed to wait for her here, in the village. I will, but only if I don't find Mother first. So, are you really an elf? Father says elves aren't very nice, but you're nicer than everybody here. Thank you for helping me.
Let each look after his neighbor. He will be looked after.
Sorry, I can't talk. I must watch over these wagons.
As you wish.
Will you be making a donation to the Chantry, my friend? You look like you have salvaged more of value than most who make it here. Might I suggest 30 silver? I understand. Not all are wealthy enough to spare even a few coins for the Maker's favor. What can I do for you then? A Grey Warden? Here? Oh dear. You put me in a difficult position. You must know that Tairn Loghain declared the Grey Wardens to be outlaws. Tairn Loghain? That is as hard for me to believe as his condemnation of the Wardens. There is a price on your head. Lay low, and I promise to keep your presence a secret. That is the best I can do. Now, if there is nothing else, I cannot help you. Now, if there is nothing... For a Grey Warden? Yes, you have a difficult road to walk, don't you? In Andraste's name, I call upon the Maker to watch over his child and creation. Watch over her path, O Maker. Give her light in darkness. So let it be. Now, if there is nothing else, may the Maker guard you, Grey Warden.
You, miss, what is your name? You seem quite odd to me.
You would not be the first to think so. But avert your eyes. I will not have you staring over long.
Let's get used to it. I'll be watching you. We want no trouble here. Greetings, and welcome to the Chantry.
We were lucky. We had the coin to pay the toll to those bandits.
Can you protect us?
Many didn't.
Sorry, but I must prepare the Chantry's vestments before we flee. There is very little time.
What do you wish of me? If you must. What do you wish of me? We are hardly alone, so privacy is not an option.
You are welcome here, so long as you...
Yes, my lady? Who might you be? I am Sir Bryant, commander of Lothering's remaining Templars. You don't seem like the other refugees. Are you one of Arl Eamon's knights? Some have in recent days. Arl Eamon has fallen ill, and his knights are on a quest for the sacred urn filled with Andraste's ashes, said to cure any malady. He must be very ill if they chase miracles as the only cure. One of the Arl's knights, Sir Donnell, is here searching for fantasies while... Never mind. Ask him if you care about this foolishness. If the matter is important, certainly. The revered mother leads this flock. I merely command her Templars. Normally, our role is to protect the Chantry and seek out unsanctioned magic. For now, it is all we can do to protect the innocent.
Let us pretend that I was such a mage. What would you do to me?
I have no time to even think about such things. People. I see nothing threatening them other than the Darkspawn. We have more than swords at our disposal. We're taught to dispel unholy magics as well. If only our powers work to keep away the Darkspawn. Alas, it is not so. In her study, no doubt, preparing what she will take when we eventually evacuate. Our ban was summoned by Tairn Loghain, and he took his soldiers north with him. Lothering has been abandoned. If the matter is important, certainly. Other than the Darkspawn horde bearing down on us, none of it is good. Tairn Loghain is set to declare himself king, I hear. Disaster piled on disaster. None that we know of. Tairn Loghain has no legitimate claim on the throne. He may be a hero, and his daughter may be queen, but he is a commoner, and the king's corpse is barely cold. If Arl Eamon was able to intervene, perhaps it would not have gone this far. I do not care who takes the throne. Only fools fight over who owns a cottage while it burns down around them. Now, unless there's something else you need. They are. With the ban having taken his men north, the village is left to its fate. We will evacuate as many as we can before the Horde reaches us. I will stay as long as I'm needed. Now, unless there's something else you need. Travel safely.
Who? I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to Turn Loghain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Loghain straight soon enough.
So you're here looking for the Urn of Sacred Ashes, then?
I am indeed. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness. But I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims. My mission takes priority. But I fear I shall be returning to Redcliffe with nothing to show for my efforts. I expected to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact, but my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tales. Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this. If you're truly interested, there are books here containing a great deal of lore. Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. I intend to return to Redcliffe soon, and tell the Arlessa exactly that, once Sir Henrik arrives. My fellow knight and traveling companion. He is delayed, though. Why is that, if I may ask? I see. The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Turn Loghain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden. Whatever the Cairn has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern. He may be dead already. Or perhaps his luck has changed in the weeks I have been gone.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves. I believe that now more than ever.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could. What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise. Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest. With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, my lady. You have been most helpful.
Hello again. What can I do for you? Maker's breath. How many times must we drive them off? All of them? By yourself?
It's true. I saw it from my post. It was over so fast, we didn't even have time to get...
Will you accept a small reward for your service? I wish I could afford such help, to be truthful. Take your reward, at any rate. It is all I have to offer. If it interests you, there is a Chanters board outside full of quests that need doing. The Chanters even offer pay for some of them. Now, unless there's something else you need. Travel...
And Andraste came unto
Where are you
them
from?
saying, though the danger great, the mountain high, have faith. The Maker listen. And smiles upon us.
I have a wonder, Alistair, if you will indulge me.
Do I have a choice?
Of the... Not the senior Grey Warden here. I find it curious that you allow another to lead while you follow.
You find that curious, do you?
In fact, you defer to a new recruit. Is this the policy of the Grey Wardens, or simply a personal one?
What do you want to hear?
You sound so very defensive.
Couldn't you crawl into a bush somewhere and die? That would be great, thanks. What do you need? Ask away.
I don't like this place. Why did we come here?
What will happen to us now that
Got a
the
brother
king is
that
dead?
fell at Ostagar. Hope we're not...
You might not want to go in. Tavern's full, and those soldiers are being a nuisance. They're not here to defend us. They were looking for... They started drinking. I hear they almost killed a man because they didn't like his face. I wonder if they're deserters from the King's army. Same reason the Chantry's full, packed with people who fled their homes. The tavern keeper's letting folks sleep on the floors, but he can only fit so many. Is there any reason to be happy? You'd think those soldiers could at least run off the bandits. I hear someone gave them what they deserved. Wasn't you, was it? It was? Hey, everyone! This is the one who drove out those thieving bastards! More will probably come, but it's good to know some justice is left here. Thank you. You might not want to go in. Tavern. It's no trouble. And good luck to you. We could all use some, no?
What happened to the king?
I brought my family to Lothering because I thought it brought my family to Lothering because I thought it would be safe.
Got a brother that fell at Ostagar. Hope we're not next.
Did you see the new recruiters out?
I'd keep your voice down if I were you. They're pressing anyone who can hold a sword into service.
Terran wants a new army, but is it to fight them Darkspawn or those nobles shouting against them?
I've no idea, but I'm sure not about to raise my hand if you catch my meaning. Not after what happened down south.
Best be careful. Ah, don't mind us.
Makers.
Greetings, Miller. Don't mind us. Just talk, that's all.
On it.
So, Terran Loghain is the new regent? Isn't that a good thing?
I heard that he may have had something to do with the king's death.
But I thought Darkspawn killed the king. That doesn't make any sense.
It's probably political nonsense. We'll be lucky if they don't burn down the entire country fighting over the throne.
Greeting. Best be careful. Darkspawn are coming. So how is...
I think we've just been blessed.
Uh-oh. Loghain's men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about an elf by this very description? And everyone said they hadn't seen one.
It seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply
protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
I doubt he would listen. He blindly follows his master's commands.
I am not the blind one. I served at Ostagar, where the Turn saved us from the Grey Warden's treachery. I serve him gladly. Enough talk! Take the Warden into custody. Kill the sister and anyone else that gets in your way.
Right. Let's make this quick.
How are we gonna have? Is it just me, or do you actually think you have a chance? It's a good day.
That's a lot of blood.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
I was there! The Turn pulled us out of a trap. The Wardens led the King to his death. The Turn could do nothing! What do you want to tell him? I'll tell him right away, now. Thank you.
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help. I am glad you found it in your heart to offer those men mercy. Let me introduce myself. I am Liliana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was. They said you were a Grey Warden. I'm surprised you're an elf. But elves must want the Blight defeated as much as humans, no? I know after what happened you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along. The Maker told me to. I know that sounds absolutely insane, but it's true. I had a dream. A vision.
More crazy? I thought we were all full up.
Look at the people here. They are lost in their despair, and this darkness, this chaos, will spread. The Maker doesn't want this. What you do is the Maker's work. Let me help. I can fight. I can do more than fight. As I said, I was not always a lay sister. I put aside that life when I came here. But now, if it is the Maker's will, I will take it up again. Gladly. Please let me help you.
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Thank you. I appreciate being given this chance. I will not let you down.
trying to listen to the bard's song.
As I live and breathe, you're the Grey Warden everyone's been talking about. I represent the Blackstone... I'm sure you know that times are getting worse every day. Our leaders thought you might be willing to help. Each of our posts in... Unlike most who work with us, you're getting letters straight from Raelnor and Tauran, our leaders. Thank you. Makers...
On it.
As if we needed more fighting here. Don't you see how scared everyone is?
The Qunari killed all them folks and just stood there waiting to be taken away.
I don't want any trouble, please.
My dad is so
Don't
dead.
hurt me.
Please,
Sir
my
Brian
wife
needs
would
to
have my
stop those
death.
blasted bandits.
You're gonna make more trouble? We've about all we can stand in Lothering now. They had it coming, and they were trouble enough themselves. So long as you don't start more, I won't get excited. Right then, name's Denal. Sorry I can't chat much. As you see, we've a full house. With King Cailan dead, the throne falls to Queen Anora. She's made her father the regent, however, at least for now. I think Cailan's father, old King Merritt, would have approved. Anything else I can get you? I hear news from Dinnerham that Tyrn Loghain has been declared the new regent. It makes sense, his daughter being the queen. Anything else I can get you? Some folks aren't happy about it. Isn't that the most ridiculous thing you ever heard? The Darkspawn killed him, sure enough. If Tyrn Loghain couldn't save the king from that inn, then nobody could. Anything else I can get you? Thank the Maker we didn't lose Tyrn Loghain at Ostagar. Anything else I can get you? There's knights from Redcliffe spread all over Ferelden on some kind of mission, but more likely they got tired of searching for something that can... Anything else I can get you? I hear that Tyrn Loghain... The thing is, there's not a lot of spare men to be found. Anything else I can get you? I hear the Dwarven King is passed on. Old as he was. Anything else I can get you? I heard from some travelers that something bad might have happened in Redcliffe. A merchant friend of mine said he encountered someone fleeing the place. Anything else I can get you? Something's going on at the Mage's Tower at Lake Calenhard. Exactly what we need, isn't it? Let's hope. Anything else I can get you? I hear from folks traveling the East Roads that there's... They haven't been around since the days of... Anything else I can get you? Harald Urian wasn't truly killed at Ostagar. His son. Anything else I can get you? Some hunters who range into the Brazilian forest say that a Dalish clan there has fallen to some kind of sickness. The Blight, most likely, poor sods. Anything else I can get you? It's not just Darkspawn and the Hordes, you know that? I heard tell of a man meeting his own brother on the field, yet... Anything else I can get you? Habron, daughter of the Arl of Southreach, has spent... buying puppies. No one knows what happens to the puppies, and she buys a new one every week. Anything else I can get you? I'm hearing many tales of... Just yesterday, a farmer told me about the kid. His daughter was delighted. At least... Anything else I can get you? I don't know what to... What can I get you then? Look around. People are sleeping on the floors and in the earth. I heard a strange rumor the other day. King Cailan was... I suppose they feed him cakes all day to keep him content. Hey, anything else I can get you? When Tyrn Loghain marched by, he left those fellas behind to look for Grey Wardens. I suppose that's you. I have no qualm with you, whatever the Tyrn says. My grandfather served. Your secret's safe with me. What can I get you then? I don't...
Please, I must continue
I
playing,
just
else
pay
I
what the
earn no
innkeep
coin
asks.
tonight.
We need his coins
As if
to travel
we
north.
needed more fighting here. Don't you see how scared everyone is?
We're going home.
Please, we came here to get away from the fighting.
This should be easy enough.
I'm scared. When are we going home?
I'll have no fighting in my kitchen. Out with you. I'll not have any elves tracking Dirtian. Out. I'll not have any elves tracking Dirtian. Out.
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell. You're here. I got other gear to sell. Whole mess of refugees. All have. I sold that bleeding merchant outside about half my larder 2 weeks back, and now he's charging outrageous sums for all my food. You did? Well, I don't know what to say to that. Thanks. I got other gear to sell. Check the chanter's board by the chantry. There's good jobs there. I don't suppose you know anything about poison. I figured if I kept asking, I'd find someone. I'd pay good coin for some simple poison. Something to slow them beasties down or make them think twice. Well, there's herbs in the North Wood. As for other stuff, look around town. Some refugees just left things behind to travel faster. I don't really know what you need, though. I might have some in stock, too. Any luck with that poison? Or you here to... Oh, sad. There should be enough around to make... Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see? Any luck with that poison? Or you...
Did you speak to that knight yesterday? Said he was from Redcliffe.
He talked to everyone in the tavern. How are we supposed to know where the Urn of Sacred Ashes is? Might as well ask us how to get to the moon.
He said that all the Redcliffe knights were looking for it. As if they didn't have anything better to do. I don't get it.
What do you need?
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps? Old man Barlin said that Darkspawn may be coming soon. He's got traps on his farm. I figured I'd put a few on my lands. Barlin wants to poison his traps. I just want normal traps. None to be had. Barlin has all the traps in the village in his fields. Ah, he doesn't have any poison yet, thank the Maker. So his fields are just full of traps. He can be a bit eccentric. I didn't mean to bother you. Sorry. I hope more soldiers make it out of Ostagar. So much tragedy.
I brought my family to Lothering because I thought it would be safe. Because I thought it would be safe.
We came here to
I don't
get
like this
away
place.
from the fighting.
Why did we come here?
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of. Ever since good King Cailan passed, refugees and soldiers have been passing through. I'm the elder here, and I've my hands full making sure refugees don't turn to petty theft, or worse. Sir Bryant at the Chantry is seeing to matters of defense and such. He'd have more of an ear for your type. Too much to do, and not enough time. I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs. Then you may be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travelers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here. Have any luck finding herbs in the woods? This will help many people. You're a good sort, you know. Thanks for the poultices. They may save some lives.
I hear those bandits.
As if we needed
about.
more
my family
fighting.
to Lothering
Why
because I
don't you
thought
see
it
how
would be
scared
safe.
Everyone is.
So
or
tell me
brother that
something,
fell at
Morrigan. Did
Ostagar.
you live there in that forest your entire
Hope we're
life?
not next.
I left it on occasion, but I always returned. Why? Is that so strange? It was my home.
But it was just you and your mother there. No one else.
Mother occasionally had company.
What? Company? Do I even want to ask?
No, you... What do you wish of me?
Oh, blast it.
Indeed. Yes. Lothering? I think it started at... There are always people in Lothering, but many are... Yes. Well, here I am. I knew this would come up sooner or later. Dream. In it, there was an... I stood on a peak. I fell. And the darkness drew me in. When I woke, I went to the chant. Everyone knew that bush was... It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of... In my dream, I fell. Oh, there are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything? He's still here. I know what the Chantry says about the Maker, and what should I believe? What I feel in my heart? Thank you. I know what I know. Yes? Well, here I am. Quiet, in the cloister, but it was not perfect. Some of my Chantry fellows were condescending. When I talked about my beliefs, they want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns he cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools. What can I say to them? What they believe is what the Maybe I am wrong. But it is but there is work to... Yes? Well, here I am. What is meant by someone like me? Did you think I was always a cloistered sister? The Chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who seek it. I chose to stay and become affirmed. I was a traveling minstrel in Orlais. Tales and songs were my life. I performed, and they rewarded me with applause and coin. And my skill in battle? Well, you pick up different skills when you travel, yes? Yes, of course. Let's move on. Yes? There are always people in Lothering, but yes? Well, here I am. Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Chantry in their pride, so thick, but they were impure. The Maker any land that was touched by the taint. Of course, Orlesians enjoy telling stories. I shall tell you my favorite tale of Aveline. A long time ago, before the cold could claim her, the baby was Aveline, for that is what they called her. She learned to wield the sword as well as any man could kill it. Many legends, Aveline's Dalish guardians, saw that they bestowed upon her. Now in those days, no woman was allowed to take up arms, let alone compete. Aveline won many events. Aveline had already bested. Out of desperation to regain his... Silence fell upon the arena, but the crowd cheered for Aveline. Blinded by his rage, he forced Aveline to her knees. The son of the king, Prince Frey, when he was made king, and to this day, any female who is knighted reveres Aveline the Brave. I know one, told to me by my mother a long time ago. It always chilled me to the bone. Maybe you have heard of Flemeth? Ferelden mothers scare their daughters with talk of Flemeth. They say that if you're bad, they also say that Flemeth mourns her lost beauty and will steal yours through your... Flemeth's beauty was known through... When she came of age, Conobar soon learned that his young... Flemeth stayed with Conobar for some years, and then one day, a young poet named Osen came to the castle. Flemeth was captivated by Osen's voice, and Flemeth longed to be with her true love, and she and Osen fled from Conobar's lands, seeking refuge in the Kokari wilds with the Chasing tribes. They lived there happily for many a year, till the day Flemeth received news that Conobar was dying and longed to see her face one last time. Flemeth's heart swelled with... But when Flemeth and Othon... Flemeth was distraught at the loss of her love. Flemeth, the demon, possessed Flemeth, turning her into an abomination. The halls of the castle, the last of Flemeth's humanity melted away. They say she took to her side many chastened men, and with their help begat her daughter witches, who even along she learned to wield the sword. Avelin's Dalish they bestowed. Now in those days, no Avelin, blinded by his rage, he, the son of, and to this day, any female. Which one? I have heard a little about how the elves gained their freedom from the Tevinter Imperium. When Andraste began her exalted march against the Imperium, the elves joined her cause to fight their master, the great elven leader, Shartan, was killed. The elves continued to fight. The elves claimed the Dales in the south, and the elves lived in the Dales for... This angered the Chantry. The Chantry declared a holy... During the exalted, some of the elves bitterly, but others, still fiercely proud of their heritage. Andraste was the Maker's beauty, grace, and wisdom. But Andraste had an earthly husband. So earnest was her plea that... And this is why Andraste began her exalted march on the idolaters. Andraste brought the Imperium to its knees, and her victories converted many to the worship of the Maker. When Andraste, the great elven leader, Shartan was killed when Andraste was betrayed. The elves claimed the Dales in during, but others, still fiercely proud of... Alas, it was the frailties of her earthly husband, Maferath. She was also revered as the Maker's betrothed. Out of envy and spite, Maferath made a pact with the Archon Hyser. Andraste was burnt at the stake in Minrathous, the capital of... The Tevinter Chantry claims that in Andraste's life, he plunged his sword into her. Dissenters said that the Archon only... We will never know for sure. On my way.
If you must.
Blood and damnation.
Yes.
How dare you accuse me of thievery?
I saw you take the supplies from my car.
Your grassland eyes are inept. A chastened would never stoop to petty theft. You marsh folk are all thieves and liars.
Enough! People here are already desperate and frightened. They don't need you two coming to blows.
But what about my food?
I said enough!
The carnage we left in the
Do not
wilds
seem a
was
refugee.
horrifying.
You're part of the army.
That marshman stole from me, I know it!
You aren't one of my captors. I have nothing to say that would amuse you, elf. Leave me in peace. I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples. If you haven't heard of us, that is your own shortcoming. Though it matters little now, I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate. I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this? The people of a farmhold. 8 humans, in addition to the children. Are you asking if I feel guilt or if I am responsible for the deed? However I feel, whatever I've done, my life is forfeit now. Either you have an enviable memory or a pitiable life to know nothing of regret. Death will be my atonement. Perhaps. What does your wisdom say is equal to my crime? The Blight. Are you a Grey Warden, then? My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true. Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance, it seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here. Farewell, then.
A penitent man left to be torn to pieces by Darkspawn. 'Tis a fine example of the Chantry's mercy, is it not?
You wish something more of me? My...
Right.
And so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement. May we proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
Oh, blast it.
Yes.
What do you wish of me? If you must.
Why are we stopping? There are Darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful? I am Qunari. I have given my word to aid you. We are not people. No. People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of the... You are concerned. No, I am. The Antam are the eyes, hands, and mouth of the Qunari. We are how my people know the world. No, I didn't. Yes. There is no point to this. We are keeping the Darkspawn waiting. What a strange language you speak. You say, no, it is yours, and you are chat as... Yes. Sitting, as you observed. It's what you asked. I'd... Parshera. Was there anything else? I am hardly surprised. To answer a question. For someone so dismissive of questions, were you not at odds? That is your answer. Yes. I cannot go home. Can we move on? We keep the Darkspawn... Speak, then. Then I suggest we move on. I am hardly surprised. Very well. As you...
'tis you.
Any luck with that poison? Or you? Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock? Oh, there should be enough around to make some. Any luck with that poison?
Some fellow in the tavern said that the Darkspawn turned folks into ghouls.
Vashaden.
Yes.
This should be easy enough.
We done heard what was said. You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Cailan, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
This should be easy enough. Right. This should be easy This should be easy. This should be easy. I shall do it.
get started. Right.
luck with that poison?
What?
Any luck with that poison? Splendid! Yeah. Because I still don't have food to sell. Because I still don't have food. Because I still don't have food to sell.
Right.
The dogs were yelping all night long. Smell of the dark spawn, they keep telling me.
Don't be an idiot. There aren't any darkspawn here. Yeah, anyhow.
Why do you always go on about how stupid I am? I'm not stupid, am I?
If you need to ask the question...
Because it hurts my manly feelings, you know. Or one of them.
Then I'll be sure to write you an apology once all of this is over.
I was educated by the Chantry. I studied history. They don't make stupid Templars.
Then I must have been mistaken. I'm very impressed.
No, you're not. You're not even listening to me.
My, you are smarter than you look after all. Your Chantry must have been very proud.
Let him take no
Don't suppose you're... All right.
Where are you from?
Marshman! These darkspawn corrupt the earth. The air turns to blackness. Even if they are defeated, can we ever return home?
Thanks for the poultices. They may save some lives.
That'd make an interesting pet.
Someone help us!
Let him take notice and the star all would. And Andraste came unto them, saying, though the danger I have faith, for the Maker listens and smiles upon us.
Yes?
You are welcome here, so long as you cause no...
Yes? What can I do for you now? On it. Right.
Just how smart are Mabari supposed to be, anyway? Do you think they understand everything we say? Oh, is that so?
And Andraste came unto them, saying, though the danger great, the mountain high, have faith, for the Maker listens and smiles.
What do you need? Ask away.
shall do it.
This should be easy enough. As you wish.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged. The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandor. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way. Complicated? Somehow I imagine that only says half of it. Thank you for the offer. But there may be more excitement on your path than is good for my boy and me. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we? We'll be off as soon as this mess is cleaned up.
Hello.
Thank you kindly for all your assistance.
Hello.
We'll be off as soon as this mess is cleaned up. Thank you kindly for all your assistance.
Bad dreams, huh? Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight. He did. He said he felt the Archdemon's presence. Everyone just assumed he was guessing. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me, too. I screamed like a little girl. Duncan said he thought I had someone in my room. Not embarrassing at all. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Yes? Well, here I am. Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to my... Which one? It will come to you soon.
What do you wish of me? If you must.
Yes. Speak, then. Then I suggest we move on. I am hardly surprised. Very well.
you little... Me harassing your dog? I should say it's the other way round. Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look. Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me. I once heard a really old legend about how the Hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished. Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh. You've already been fed something. Someone. It's not cannibalism if he's eating it, you know.
Look at what your fool dog placed in my pack. A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find. I think I have enough meat where it counts, and I certainly don't need it in my pack. The dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again. I just did. I don't want it, you worthless fur bag. He is certainly manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
You are a true warrior and worthy of respect.
What do you need? Ask away.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fedek, at your service, once again. I saw your camp and remember the kind offer that you made the last time we met. And is there anywhere safer for a poor merchant and his son to sleep? I think not. I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes? Anything, everything, but all of the finest quality. No cheap trinkets here. And my boy Sandal happens to be a bit of a hand with enchantments. Oh, yes. Sadly, it also makes us a target for bandits and the like. If there were spare hands to hire as guards, I would have done so long ago. Following you? I'm not even certain where you're going, my friend. And quite frankly, it's none of my business. Trust me when I say that my encountering you here was serendipity and nothing more. I travel a lot, so I'm bound to meet everyone on the road eventually. If you prefer, I'll take my boy and be on my way. But regretfully, you're the safest spot on this road, without a doubt. Wonderful. Thank the kind lady, won't you, boy?
Thank you, kind lady.
We won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you. If you should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy. Otherwise, come speak with me.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was he now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
Enchantment! Enchantment?
He can fold Lear. It's a process.
Enchantment!
And there you have it. Oh, so